When the lights go off, a dog reverts to what it is underneath the training. Most nights, it has options. The kitchen tile stays cool past midnight. Its own bed sits in the corner, the one you paid actual money for, with the memory foam and the raised sides. The hallway runs long and quiet. Every one of those spots is a fine place for a dog to sleep. It picks the 6 inches of mattress pressed against your left leg instead, not the empty half of the bed. The strip that puts its spine along your shin, its weight settling into you until you cannot roll over without a negotiation. That is a choice. Dogs do not end up somewhere at night. They go there. Why you? Start with what a dog is when it stops working. It is a social animal that evolved to sleep in a group, in contact, in a den. Wild wolves and free-ranging dogs, especially as family units, and especially when it is cold, often sleep grouped up and touching. One animal's breathing setting the rhythm for the rest, the whole group dropping its guard together, because then there is a safety in the pile that there is not in sleeping alone. A dog on your bed is not doing anything exotic. It is running the oldest program its body has, and it has picked you as the pile. For years, people were told the opposite. A dog in your bed, the story went, is claiming turf, testing who runs the house, trying to sit higher than you in some ranking. The dominance idea, the alpha idea. You have heard it. You may have been told to shove the dog off the mattress to prove a point. That framework is done. Behavioral scientists spent the better part of 2 decades taking it apart. And the short version is that pack dominance theory was built on captive wolves, unrelated animals forced together in a way that manufactured conflict you do not see in wild wolf families and do not see in the average living room. Bradshaw and his colleagues laid this out in 2009. Applying wolf pack politics to a spaniel on your duvet describes almost nothing that is actually happening. When someone tells you to shove the dog off to show it who is boss, they are solving a problem you don't have. The real answer runs through a sense you barely use and your dog lives inside of. Your bed is soaked in you, the pillow, the sheets, the shirt you wore and dropped on the floor. The concentration of your scent in that one square of the house is higher than anywhere else the dog could go. To a dog, your smell is the single most reliable signal that things are all right. It means the safe one is here. Scientists who study dog attachment describe you as a secure base, the fixed point a dog measures the rest of the world against, and a lot of that base is built out of scent. When a dog climbs onto your bed and settles into the smell of you, it is dosing itself with the most reassuring signal in its environment, you in a form it can carry. Watch how a dog settles once it gets there, and you can see it working. A dog alone in a strange room stays half awake, head up, checking. A dog against your side does the long exhale, the deliberate turn onto one hip, the slide into heavy still sleep that only happens when nothing needs guarding. The scent tells the nervous system it can stand down. Sleep gets deeper, faster. That is not sentiment. That is a body that has decided it is safe. In dog language, that means you are the one it will fall apart next to. Sleep is the most exposed a dog ever is. It is handing you its off switch and trusting you to sit next to it. A chemical layer sits under all this, and it is worth being straight about what it does and does not prove. When a dog and its owner hold a calm gaze, and when they stay in warm, sustained contact, both of them get a rise in oxytocin, the same hormone tied to bonding between parents and infants. Nagasawa and a team in Japan measured this in 2015 and found it runs in a loop. The dog looks at you, your oxytocin goes up, you touch and talk to it, its oxytocin goes up, it looks at you more. Around and around, a self-reinforcing circuit that pulls the two of you closer the longer it runs. Their study caught it over a single session in the lab, maybe minutes of it, not a whole night. But the mechanism it points to is the one your dog keeps feeding, now plainly. That is a bonding mechanism. It is real, it is measurable, and it is genuinely one of the things happening in your bed. It is not a readout that says your dog loves you the way a person means the word. The We do not get to reach into a dog's head and confirm the feeling. What we can say is that the machinery that builds attachment in mammals is running between you two, and the dog keeps choosing the conditions that run it. The oxytocin is part of the picture, and it does not by itself tell you the whole thing you want to know. Warmth matters too, and pretending it doesn't would be silly. You are a furnace. You throw off heat all night and you barely move. And a dog that likes being warm is not going to ignore a heated surface that also smells like its favorite person. But if warmth were the whole reason, any warm thing would do. A radiator is warm. The dryer that just finished is warm. The dog doesn't sleep on those. It is your leg it wants. The heat is a bonus on top of the safety, not the thing itself. Where a dog lies once it is up, there tells you something, if you pay attention. Curled at your feet is a dog keeping contact while staying a little independent, close, but with its own square of territory. Pressed full length along your side, it wants maximum contact, maximum scent, the deepest version of the safe pile. And a dog that plants itself between you and the bedroom door, facing out, is doing something different. That can be a dog on watch, putting its body between you and the way trouble would come in. In some dogs, that reads as devotion. In some, it is closer to anxiety, a dog that cannot fully relax because it feels responsible for the room. Same square of mattress, different jobs. Knowing your own dog is how you tell which. Then there is the dog this whole thing hasn't described. The one that sleeps down the hall, the one that starts the night on the bed and leaves at some point for the cool floor. If that is your dog, read this part carefully, because the internet will happily tell you a dog that sleeps apart loves you less, and that is not true. A dog with a heavy double coat can find your bed genuinely too hot. A husky built for snow is not being aloof when it goes looking for tile. It is thermoregulating. An older dog, or one with sore hips or a bad knee, may just need a flat, firm surface it can get onto and off of without pain. And your soft high mattress is a bad deal for that body. And plenty of dogs, healthy and bonded and devoted by every other measure, just sleep better with a little space, the same way some people who love each other sleep better in their own rooms. Some slept on a bed once, got stepped on, and filed a complaint. None of that is a verdict on the bond. It is a verdict on coat and joints and preference, and it says nothing about how attached the dog is to you when it is awake. One straight fact for the other direction, since it is your bed too. If you sleep worse with a dog actually in the bed, you are not imagining it. Work out of the Mayo Clinic found that a dog in the bedroom does not tend to hurt human sleep, and can even steady it. But a dog up on the mattress, shifting and resettling through the night, can lower sleep efficiency for some sleepers. The bond is real, and your sleep tracker does not care about the bond. You are allowed to move the dog to a bed on the floor without it meaning anything about the relationship. The dog will still choose you. It will just do it from 6 inches lower. So tonight, when the dog crosses the room and steps up and turns its usual 3 circles, and drops against your leg with that sigh, you know what the sigh means. A social animal that could sleep anywhere in the house ran its oldest calculation about who is safe enough to sleep on, and landed on you. You were just watching it run the same calculation every night.